Joshua Block, mostly known as World of T-Shirts, is a 21-year-old man known for singing Empire State of Mind and his crazy antics around New York City. You would think this innocent TikToker wouldn't have any expansive lore and arc to him, but you'd be completely wrong. So without further ado, let's delve into the World of T-Shirts Iceberg. Shout out to this Reddit user for coming up clutch with this easy content for your boy WolfTunes YT. Absolute legend. Also, if you are unaware on what an iceberg is, it pretty much picks a topic and goes through the topic by, starting off with a surface level basic information all the way down to the stuff you had absolutely no clue about. Starting off, we got the captain's hat. The captain's hat is an absolute staple of World of T-Shirts, and he never takes it off. It probably smells really bad. Probably smells like the back of an Arby's dumpster, but that's fine. But yeah, this hat has pretty much became a staple of World of Shirts. And whatever you do, don't touch it or quote-unquote punch it, or you'll see a different side of Josh. Next up, you got Times Square. Now, Times Square is a hot spot for seeing Josh. Chances are, if you go down there, you could run into him doing something up to something. Next up, we have Michael Quinn. Now, how do you even explain this? Michael Quinn is just a great guy. Michael Quinn is very controversial as to how's he impacting Josh. He's basically stepped in to try to be a mentor or father figure for Josh, or at least attempting to be. Next up, I have a simple question for you.
What does B-A-N-N-E-D mean?
It means your band.
Band? But I don't have a guitar or drums.
Next up, we got alcoholism. Josh likes to have some drinks from time to time. I mean, he's a 21-year-old man. But let's just not say time to time. It's more as well an addiction, and he kind of needs to cut back on it. That's why he's hitting the gym right now. And just overall trying to cut back on it. But a lot of people have said that drinking and the addiction to it has kind of, ruined Josh's career in a way. Next up, we have the fish stomping situation. Now, about 2 years ago now, Josh, there was a video of him stomping on a random fish that was already dead. Now, I'm obviously not going to show this, but, even though it was already dead, it was kind of a disturbing watch, not going to lie. I mean, bro was bashing the brains out and everything, but overall, this whole situation was kind of weird. Next up, we got the green hair phase of Josh. Now, this, or I guess you could call the Joker phase, this was his Joker arc. Next up, we have floor licking. Yes, Josh was caught licking floors on subways. Kind of a weird time, not gonna lie. I'm surprised that this man did not contract dysentery or every disease in the book. This kind of concerned some people. Next up, we got tours. Now, Josh is pretty experienced when it comes to New York City, so it's kind of a good thing for Josh to be doing tours, and he makes a bag off of it, so overall, good thing. So if you're ever in New York and want to tour with Josh, I mean, I heard they're a little bit expensive, but go right ahead. Next up, we have the Daniel Larson beef. Now, Daniel Larson is another TikToker, and he's called out Josh on some occasions. Now, they actually did meet one time, and it was a good meetup. It was a good experience for the two, I guess you could say. But yeah, they're not on the best terms. We need to get these two in a boxing ring or something. Tell me in the comments below who you got. Next up, we have Starbucks. Now, Josh was addicted to Starbucks. It was a staple of his old school content. Before he was addicted to drinking, he was addicted to Starbucks coffee. Next up, we have hashtag Hulu Chippendales dance. Now, for some reason, this is in a lot of Josh's videos captions, but he's never explained why. Next up, we have the Quinn Effect, as some people like to call it. Now, this, again, deals with some people liking the effect that Michael Quinn has made on Josh, but a lot of people really not liking the impact he has made on Josh. Next up, we have the Uber Luggage Meltdown. Now, Uber and Josh have had some experiences. I mean, he's had a big meltdown because of an Uber driver thing, and he's also threw up in an Uber, so yeah, that's pretty cool. Next up, we got the Side Talk New York City interview where Josh rambled about getting banned from the Gucci store and how Michelle Obama tragically ruined our school lunches. Inspirational statements.
Louis Vuitton because I'm banned from the Gucci store. Oh, wow. Yep, unfortunately I'm banned from there.
Banned.
Banned.
He banned.
You have been permanently banned. Michelle Obama ruined our school lunches.
What do you want to say to Michelle Obama about the school lunches?
Our lunches are disgusting. Friday, coffee and boba. Saturday, coffee and boba. Sunday, coffee and boba. I run this city now, me.
Can you tell the...
Absolute facts. Next up, we have Times Square billboard. Yes, the man himself got a Times Square billboard. You gotta love it. Next up, you have the documentary. Now, this documents the origin story of Josh and just like him growing up and stuff like that. And I recommend you watch it if you're unfamiliar with World of T-Shirts and you want to know more about him. Next up, you have Joshua Block's Spotify account where you can listen to some of the banger music that he has released or kind of stopped releasing over the years. Next up, we got Pete Davidson. So apparently Michael Quinn said that when he was a substitute teacher, he had Pete Davidson in one of his classes, and Quinn said that he inspired him to like follow his dreams or something, and he tried to set up a collab with him and Josh. Next up, we have OnlyFans. Now, I guess Josh might have an OnlyFans. Don't really want to research into that one, so we'll move on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have made it this far, we have graduated from the tip of the iceberg, and now we are all the way down to the abyss, the depths of the iceberg, the obscure stuff. So let's just get into it without further ado. First up, we got that conspiracy that people think Josh is like a reincarnated version of American songwriter Jim Morrison. Now, I don't know where this like one came from or like who made this up, but a lot of people use this and talk about this, typically in an ironic way. Next up, we got Ghost Arcade. Now, I'm honestly pretty lost on this one. I have no clue on what this is. And I know there were a lot of other things on this iceberg that I might have skipped over because I was unaware of. So tell me in the comments, explain to me if you know any of this stuff like Ghost Arcade and can explain it to me. And that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, was a kind of poorly evaluation of the World of T-Shirts Iceberg. And yeah, tell me in the comment section below your thoughts or any opinions you have about this.
Subscribe to WorldOfTShirts, please. He had your bread to feed. TV content.